FXBros.
What's up, people? We're back again for a very special, I guess, episode you could call it. We don't even number these out. But, man, it's our sister's birthday, man. Shout out, SHALYN. Happy birthday on the 14th. Let's see if we can grab 14 pips on your birthday. Nah, for real. Shout out, SHALYN. Enjoy your day. We love you. And we about to get it started. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but here recently, probably in the last maybe couple of months, we've been seeing a lot of gaps in the market, and that hadn't been the case. As you can see, like a gap like right here. And it usually starts at the beginning of the week on Sundays. So if I scroll back to the previous Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, right there, a gap. Go back, I could just find a gap and that'll be Sunday. Let's see, that I pass it Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. What is the gap? Yep. Was it? Let me see. No. Well, no, it wasn't a gap. But it has been a trend I've been noticing. Not one on that Sunday. Let's see. Not one on that Sunday. But shit, I've been noticing them hoes. I guess it would be more profound on the daily or even the weekly. Let's see. So yeah, we do have this gap. One right here, Sunday. You just can see how the market is opening. Below the close or above the close, I have the gap is positioned. But I think it's really been these past few weeks. Yeah, it's not way back in February. Started noticing around this time. And so it started. Where did it start? Was it here? There was one there. And the one right here too. That was Tuesday though, so it's really a Monday through Friday situation. I mean a Sunday to Monday situation. So really it's just been these past few weeks. So it's been that week, the week before, yep, and the week prior to that. Yeah. So the past 2-3 weeks, not a month. I was over exaggerating a little bit, a lot. But yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that and just see what the hell. I think overall that's just basically the as the market remains open for as far as for currencies over the weekend. It's probably just been a large amount of orders heavily positioned on one side. So for instance, it wasn't a lot of people to buy, or yeah, from this market when it opened on the daily. Market pushed up, so we probably get the 1 hour. We had this push high right here when the market opened up. Still didn't fill this gap just yet, but the market did push higher when it opened. And if we go back to the daily, basically what that was saying was we opened here, market pushed a little higher, so we didn't have any people to sell from here or buy from here. It was just a lot of orders that were probably sitting at 67, 72, around that area, 67, 73. And the market opened aggressively right there. So that's the only reasoning I might have behind it. It was just a heavier central bank type of amount of orders that was sitting at a certain price where the market just abruptly opened there, and gave us that gap type of scenario from the close of Friday to the open on Sunday. Because if everything was evened out as far as liquidity and all that, the market should continue to open from the close. It shouldn't be too much of an uneven type of scenario to where the market will open with a gap. But we've been experiencing the past 2 weeks. So like I said, we're going to monitor that. Let's see what we got. What shall unfold from this recent activity? I guess let's start from the monthly and see what do we have. As you can see right here, that was the first initial gap. Hold on one second. I had to light my candles real quick. Ooh. All right, so stemming from the beginning of the year, January, the market pushed higher later in the year for 2023, rejecting this area that's been rejected since the highs of March of 2023. The market pushed higher near the 67.80 to 68.80 type of zone and rejected from there. Then we get a high of December 2023 to close out the year. Not only did it not close above the ultimate high these weeks, they got a double top at 68.96. But we did reach a high of 68.70. So that was roughly almost 30 pips away from those highs. Nonetheless, we rejected that market ultimately, I guess, with the flow of our economy, even though the dollar is strengthening with the oil. Well, it's strengthened with the interest rates, and it's a currency that is, um, very attractive to foreign investors just for that interest rate to grow their money. So we saw the Australian dollar sell off, as the USD showed signs of increase throughout the, the economy, and how we were flowing with our inflation rate and our interest rate. The fact that they haven't cut interest rates yet because they're waiting on certain economic factors to take place, but ultimately that's what happens here. The all hedge funds or central banks notice that, I guess it was no more reasoning for increased buying, especially with the interest rates. It was just them. It was just enough for them to get the market to a high enough place for them to continue adding sales to their position. So hopefully, if this plays out, we shouldn't. Still could. I mean, we could wick up here. We've been rejecting this area, so we could wick as high as here, but ultimately we might, as long as the market closes on the monthly, regardless how high as it get, as long as it closes below 68.96, the body, and then we get a rejection from here, then that would be just more accumulation for sales. And also, what would ultimately make this market sell off is for that USD, the dollar, to have more positive gains, and that would come in the form of interest rates not getting cut. The economy's probably slowly coming down on the inflation rate, and just more economic data just seeming more positive. Ultimately, that would push them to start cutting rates. Would take away the reasoning for a lot of the hedge funds and market makers to have any investment with the U.S. dollar, because it probably would be other currencies that look more attractive with better interest rates at the time, that they can hold their funds and hold their wealth in, per se. And if that's the case, if the market, if after that, after we get the ultimate increase from, you know, the dollar selling off, because like I said, if you look at with this bullishness, so we pull up the dollar, you'll see we're not getting a strong bearish scenario just yet. It's still holding at this 104, really the 104 level. It's still kind of holding there. So if the market continues to tank, and maybe say if it feels this wick, not potentially coming all the way down to these lows, but even if it just feels this wick, then that should be enough to push the Australian dollar into this level, and maybe potentially testing this, double or triple top, or this level of liquidity, or however you want to look at it. So but that's looking at the larger scale of things. Ultimately, I feel like the market wouldn't come this higher unless if it's trying to take out any type of highs. And we will see that on the lower time frame, on the daily and the weekly, to see how structure plays into that. If not, if we start seeing bearish engulfings, strong bearish engulfing happening on the daily and the weekly, then we'll know that potentially this could be the high based on the monthly. And as we've been seeing all this rejection from this price, you know, everything is just flowing in line with history repeating itself, and prices, like I said, rejection at 68.16 to 68.90. That whole 70 pip range we've been rejecting. So that's basically what the monthly is looking like. Overall, it's still kind of in this consolidation type of situation we have going on the monthly, and we near the highs of that consolidation. That's why I feel like the market can continue to rise and probably ultimately reject that mid range, which would be about like 68.50, 68.70, up in that area. If if we get that high, we could continue higher, but that'll be a nice target based on the extension of the monthly. As far as the weekly goes, if we continue to sell out, this could be our first bearish engulfing since, especially a bearish engulfing at a high since the beginning of the year, January. So we had a weekly bearish engulfing in January, and if we get one here, especially filling this gap that we had, this weekly gap, which I have right here, we would be in a nice situation for sales. Clean traffic to the left, and yeah, and we probably could test these levels from last year that we've been rejecting. Let's say we had a daily gap from 2020 that we've been rejected heavy here, even though we broke through, still rejected heavy here, once again here. So, but as this trajectory is still playing on, and the market did retrace from this high at the end of the year, 2023, and we got that first bearish weekly engulfing from those highs. Also, again, rejecting the highs from 2023 of June, July. We never took out the low that created that high in the fourth quarter of 2023. And the low from October, around the price of 63 flat, around that area. Came down as low in April this year after we came from that bearish engulfing in January. We came down as low as 64.25. So we were extremely far away from 63 flat. It was, what, 120 pips away? So maybe not that far away, but still 120 pips away, which is a lot for the Australian dollar. Even though the Jappy Pass can do that in 2 days. But nonetheless, we settle here. You see the market was having some consolidation. So basically you can see this better probably on a daily and a 4 hour, but around the end of October and the first 2 weeks of November, we saw a lot of ranging happen, consolidation happen as the market was fighting with these wicks to break above these rejection wicks we had from the end of August to end of September. A lot of rejection wicks, so the market was struggling with that area before we broke higher, and that's exactly where the market settled at. Twice in this area. Once was second week of February, we wicked down all the way to 64.44, and then again the market took out that low and created the low of the year so far at, well, it wicked down all the way to 63.66, but the body settled at 64.17. From that point, created a bullish engulfing, a strong weekly bullish engulfing, and that's what we've been riding ever since. We've been breaking structure that was created on this bearish move as we was continuing with the the mood that's been going on since 2021, probably further. Like I said, if we don't take out the high of 68.65, then we should continue with this bearish trajectory, even though we are seeing the bullish structure starting to play out, especially with this low of October from 2022, then the low of October from 2023, and the low of April in 2024. So we're starting to see that bearish move, but that will hold more weight if we can, I would say, for sure, ultimately, if we break as high as like, shit, 71.27, then we know for sure the bulls are here type shit. But to even get that high, we have to break past this strong resistance, like a double, triple top type of scenario in the 68.71 area, which right now we're at 68.67. So roughly about 100 pips from that area. So yes, we can get there if the market continues to go bullish and the dollar continues to go bearish. So we look at the weekly on the dollar. As you can see, we got a bearish engulfing July 1st, the first week in July, and we've been riding that trajectory. Kind of broke structure, but I like when structure breaks through the wicks and everything. We did break through the bodies, but it's a lot of rejection down here at the 103.94, 103.94 area. So if we continue to break lower through that, then that will help support our bullish moves on the Australian dollar, and we'll continue to see profit from that. And the next level we have to target, the next strong structure level, would be this first bullish structure we had in March, which is at a price of 102.75. So that'll be the target if we do break these lows at 103.99 and 103.90, in that range. So we need to see the dollar drop. And what would make the dollar drop? Well, what made the dollar rise? Inflation, interest rates. So we start to see the inflation come down. Economic data is positive. And potentially they may cut interest rates, then that may, weaken this market, and we start to see, a bearish type of move with the dollar, which will further increase the US dollar. Let's see. Let's go back to the Australian dollar and look at the daily. Overall, the weekly still looks bullish. Like I said, we're coming off a nice, strong bullish and that got us into this move, and we're looking real strong as the bulls are printing a lot of nice body continuation on this bullish. Not a lot of struggle fighting through these levels. So that's a good sign. So let's go to the daily. Daily showing the same thing, like this bullish move we've been seeing from April. Started on a daily with a bullish engulfing on April 22nd on that Monday. So if you've been sitting in buys from that, nice. Same situation from sitting in sales from the beginning of the year, which I was nice. I took profit at these lows, but I've been holding that position like a small, a tester, nothing that's going to affect the account. But I was holding that pretty much all year, And that just with this push higher last week, that just stopped me out on that trade. Since then, I've been already in buys on Australian dollar, as we've been pushing higher. But that position I was holding, just to ultimately just to say I was holding, quote unquote, possibly the correct position of the year. But as we see, that's not playing out. But that don't matter because we can flip our bias any way we see fit, bullish or bearish. We in the market. And as that goes, as you can see on the daily, we are showing strong signs of bullish structure coming from December 2023, that high, and ultimately selling off into this 4-hour gap from Scully's birthday, my brother, November 14th. The market created the low of the year in April and had a bullish engulfing, and since then we've been breaking past all this old bearish structure that started in January, and we are now attempting to attack the ultimate high, which would be the wick of the last week in December, pretty much December 28th, which is about 68.72. And right now we are roughly about, like I said, 100 pips from there. So, like I said, if the market continues bullish, we could easily hit that this week with strong bullish body candles. We'll probably we'll go look at the news next to see if we have what type of news we have coming out that's gonna get us there. But ultimately, yeah, we got the daily, this bullish structure since April. So let's look at the DXY since April and see how that kind of lines up. As you can see, we don't have that same type of extension from April. We've kind of been creating a consolidation type of situation since the low around the 1st of April, right around the price of 104 flat ish, or 104.04 or 104.10, just to give it a nice even number. From that low to the high of, I guess so far right now, 106, 106.30, 106.35 in that area. We haven't broken out of that range yet, so we're just gonna sit and wait to see what the US dollar is actually gonna do. I know we're approaching all that presidential election and everything going on, so the market should react to that with the squeeze of everything, and people probably just waiting on the sidelines to see what the plans of the next presidency and what they have planned for the economy, to see how the money is going to be moved around, what industry will get the most investment, which we already know, tech and AI, of course, medical. So once that breaks out, then we'll probably see a breakout of this consolidation on a dollar. But ultimately, if we do break this low, which we, I ain't gonna say we do break this low, then ultimately we'll see a bullish continuation for the Australian dollar. So like I said, from mid-April, we saw a nice bullish move. We did see some consolidation around mid-May to, I guess, the end of June, beginning of July. Then we see a continuation, a bullish continuation. So we look back at the DXY, mid-April started here, and since then we haven't had that extension lower. We've just been popping back up in consolidation, even with this bullish push from mid-June, beginning of June to the end of June. We had a bullish push. And we look at the Australian dollar, beginning of June to the end of June, we kind of had increase, even though it was consolidating, but within that it was bullish structure. So that was kind of leaning more towards, well, we got targets up here. Maybe we actually might continue pushing bullish. And what would create this move? What would create this bullish push around the 2nd and 3rd of July? Let's look at the DXY again. 2nd and 3rd of July. Well, we already started seeing a kind of a bullish rejection. Wasn't a lot of strong body candles, and we was kind of struggling with this wick rejection. We kind of struggling with this level of 105.36, but ultimately we broke through on July 3rd, and that was the catalyst to get us bearish. Even though we haven't broken structure on the dollar, but we are bearish coming from the high of this consolidation. So that's all we needed. We needed a bearish scenario to break us out of this. Kind of like a flag. It's like a bullish flag, or they call them pennants, or whatever the fuck they call it. See a flag, and then the market broke out. Let's see. There we got Scully on it. What's Sam, brother? Where we at, man? Where we at? Hold on. Hey, you heard me? What's going on, man? Hold on. Let me take my Usky off, man. There we going. Ready, man. What's happening? Man, what's poppin', brother? Man, I am blessed. I'm feeling real good. Great. Put in some work. Was out there in that sun, but you already know. Back at it, man. That sun is no joke. But what about you, man? How you doing? I'm doing good, Got a lot of domestic stuff done today, you know, so nice. Cleaning up. That's always good. That's always good. Homes, you know, so about to say, man, that's therapeutic, man. Sometimes. Yeah, it really is. It really is. For sure. Got my fruit from the store, so I'm good. That's what's up. Where did you go? I went to Tom Thumb. Shout out to Tom Thumb. They got the best breast fruit selections besides, and who has better fruit, and I'm talking about like the prepackaged fruit where they cut it themselves. Okay. The Hispanic, like the Fiesta Marts and all those type of places. Yeah. They got, man, the pristine, the best cuts of fruit, bro. Have you been to Zion yet? No, I need to probably go there. I know you told me to go there. Yes. And I mean, that's when you want to dabble into the exotics, you know. Yeah. That's probably be the closest thing I get to like farmers market type quality. That's yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of. Besides actually going to the farm. It's exactly, yeah, because it's imported for sure, most of that stuff. But yeah, they got some good stuff. But no, that's what's up, man. But yeah, but that's definitely on my to-do list, is to actually Sunday morning after that Saturday night run is to pull up to a farmer's market early, get there early, and just, you know, run it up on some fruit. Bet. While I'm on this little fast. It is. That's what's up, man. I'm with it. But ultimately, not buy too much, because I know fruit is not a easy thing to store for a long time, meaning like a week. That's true. It's more of a buy it and eat it type scenario versus, you know, storing it. Yeah, I mean, you do have the option of frozen fruit. Frozen fruit. You mean like buying it fresh from the farmer's market and then freezing it? Either way. I like for my smoothies, of course, I get it. I go to Costco. Shout out to Costco. Stock been running up like crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I get my frozen fruit from there. So that's what I use mainly for my smoothies and stuff like that. Now, the only fruit that I do buy and I freeze are my bananas. Gotcha. I buy and freeze those just because they, you know, ripen a little bit faster. But yeah, that is true. You know, your fruits and vegetables, they tend to spoil faster. So, but with you being on that diet, you should be able to kind of like, you know, knock them down within a week. I got you.
Yeah, man. I have been tapped in.
That's what's up, brother. The AJ. The I was close on trades right quick. Boy, they going cold. Man, what soccer match is on right now? Because they going crazy next door.
That's the one I was telling you about. That's Argentina and Colombia.
Okay, yeah, they losing their damn mind next door.
That's Copa America. Guess where that match is at?
Where?
Miami. Quick little warm up.
Nice.
Getting ready for it. Let me see. Oh, let's do it in Miami. Just test out the water, see how that crowd is. Cause yeah, it's lit.
Nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Still can't wait till they go to Miami, boy.
You never been?
Never been. Been to Florida. Been to several cities in Florida, but never went all the way down to Miami, man. Been to the beautiful beach and the panhandles and all that, but never to Florida, never to Miami. South Beach. I'm trying to.
Like I said, man, we did Miami, but we didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of them trips.
Facts.
You know, when you with your homeboys or the females, y'all chilling with your homegirls, and yeah,
That's facts. So let's see. So we got the 4 hour, same trajectory. Um, like I said, ultimately from the high of the beginning of the year in January, we came down, ultimately filled this gap, couldn't break this initial bullish structure from the lows, uh, this strong low, strong support area on October 2023. Struggled to break through that. And then we started creating bullish structure from that. That first initial push that continued to fight through this resistance, that couldn't be broken from this low. But ultimately, we did fill in the gap. So price was even, then market pushed higher, broke through all this structure, ultimately through all this structure, and now we have a potential to maybe reach the high. Maybe. Like I said, we need more continuation for this bullish pattern to play out, and we could break through these old zones from the beginning of this year, and we might even, if we continue higher, go up to this 4 hour gap we have from the beginning, first quarter of 2023, October 14th. But that 14 is crucial. I mean, I ain't say October, February 14th, 2023. So yeah, got a lot of time for that to play out. So that'll be in the future when and if that happens. Uh, really, no need to look at the hourly. It's pretty much the same. Ultimately, we can look and see if we got any opportunities on an hourly. Nothing yet. Um, Nothing yet from last week. Yeah, the only thing, I mean, we had this bullish engulfing, but that got swept. So you got stopped out if you had a tight stop. But ultimately, with this bullish structure, then we get another engulfing after that morning to play out. Um, if you had a tight stop, you got stopped out on that. But ultimately, as you see, and we all know, we took a lot of buys on Australian dollar because, I mean, you just see the structure in it. It might not have been as clean of a move as far as bullish engulfings. I think the 4 hour probably had one. They had one right here from July. So a lot of good entries. One out here from the 2nd of July. So yeah. So let's see what's gonna push us to these new extremes if we do go higher or if we start to sell off. Let's take a look at the news that we can use. In 19 minutes, we got this Chinese yen news. It's about to drop. I don't know. One thing I was gonna do some research on. I don't know if the Chinese yen has anything to do or the same effect as the Japanese yen.
I would think it should have something to do with it.
I would think so too, but I'm not sure because I do see different. They do have the Japanese yen. It's they do have news releases for that pair.
And that's the what is it? The China yuan or something?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. I'm thinking the Chinese yen. I'm tripping. I sound dumb as hell. Yeah, the wine. You heard me. They need to put a CNW on that hood. Then it would have been better. But yeah, Chinese wine. So yeah, but still, I would think it would potentially have maybe something to do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like the Canadian dollar and the US dollar.
Or the Australian dollar and the US dollar.
True, but the Canadian dollar is more attached to our dollar versus geographically wise.
Yeah.
Just like China and Japan.
Facts.
Kind of almost one and the same. But nonetheless, we got some Chinese wine news coming out. So if you follow that, be prepared. Monday, let me see what they have. Unemployment rate, GDP growth rate. So they got some pressing news coming out. So for us, Monday, Empire State Manufacturing Index, and Fed say he want to say something again. So Powell's coming back to talk at 11:30. That Empire State Manufacturing is at 7:30. Tuesday, we have Euro news coming out for him, but for us, we have the USD retail sales year over year, excluding gas and autos, month over month, all coming out at 7:30 on Tuesday. Wednesday, got inflation rate coming out for GDP, CPI for Euro. So keep an eye out on that for those Euro Jappy, those GBP Jappy pairs. For us, Wednesday, USD building permits, 7:30. And then Australian dollar got some news Wednesday night at 8:30. Employment change and unemployment rate, which is currently sitting at 4%. Wowzers. Thursday, continuous jobless claims, initial jobless claims, which was coming from a bullish perspective from last month. So let's see how we go. Well, last week. So let's see how we play out with this week. Inflation rate for the yen, you heard me, is coming out 8:30. So that's going to be a big push for all those pairs.
Yeah, that's gonna be real nice.
Probably get everybody back in action with the bearishness that we've been experiencing with those pairs.
True.
Also on Wednesday, a balance of trade was coming out for JPY at 650. Friday, nothing. Just GDP news coming out early in the morning. Just retail sales and shit. So we got some movement. We definitely have some movement on Monday, 11:30. So if we in any trades, of course, take profit around that time because there's no telling what he's gonna say. I mean, his speeches have been kind of pushing the market, but of course, the CPI, NFP, and all that stuff really injects a lot of volume, but it's all based on what he says too, Like I said, he could be talking more noise about potential cuts in the future or something. So we'll just see. But nonetheless, be prepared. Probably have less risk in the market. Take profit. Sit on the sideline. Wait for what you ultimately need to wait for as far as any type of positions, because you could get that entry, that sweet entry you're looking for, like in a wick scenario.
That's true.
So say for instance, if maybe you was looking for this low, maybe to be tapped into, who knows, or maybe even down to this gap. Not to say whatever he would say would cause the market to drop from this level, but if we start to get more bearishness and maybe a bullishness and maybe something like that, we could get a wick down. And if you have a buy entry just sitting here, you could catch a nice entry here and the market continue out. That's just a scenario. That's like the only target I would see the bears coming down. If they coming down this low, they definitely probably coming down in here, if not lower. Yeah. We would need to see the 1 hour ultimately, because we got levels. All these lines right here, these lows in these different sessions are liquidity as far as if the market is going to attack that. But if not, the market is going to continue higher because the dollar is going to continue to fall.
There we go.
So we do have a gap to fill potentially. The dollar may continue to fall. We don't know how high it can go from this gap it created when the week opened, but the scenario for the Australian dollar to go bullish is for the dollar to fall. We did have a nice gap for it to fill. The market tried to, but it ultimately continued bearish. So we just got to see how we do have a bearish engulfing on the 1 hour for the dollar. So we're just gonna see how everything plays out. Take a quick glance at the Chappy USD on the 4 hour. Not extremely selling off, but still kind of sitting at the low from this last leg of selling that Friday did. So that's the USD JPY. Still got some targets down here. Potentially, we could probably reach to. Maybe if we want to continue lower, who knows?
Yeah.
GJ, I don't see no targets for it to hit. I mean, you could say it's clean traffic if it continues to sell out, but with the wick right here not extending lower, you're already kind of starting to see signs that maybe the market possibly want to reject this area.
Yep.
Continue high. And
I
we have news for the German, I think, let me see what this is coming out. Got inflation rate coming out Wednesday. And that's it. And retail sales on Friday. So unemployment rate on Thursday and inflation rate on Wednesday coming out the German pound.
Okay.
So that could be some volume injection for that. Australian dollar, we already know what's coming out for that pair. Just to reiterate it, we got employment change and unemployment rate coming out on Wednesday night for that currency, and that's pretty much it for the week for that. Definitely got a target right here. I would like to load up on this if we could extend lower. This would probably be a nice area to catch some buys. for the AJ. Other than that, if it wanted to, I could see it extending this low to settle at this old resistance. But other than that, if we catch a nice bullish engulfing on a 4 hour at a daily, bouncing off this range, that might be a nice little, a nice entry. The EJ, like we filled this gap, so they did what they had to do. I don't know what this is from. It might be from the 1 hour. EJ looked like it's at a spot that it's ready to
turn around.
But we just need that bullish engulfing on the 4 hour of the daily to really, really get us in there. And, the market has no problem with printing bullish engulfings when it needs to, as you can see. So we just need that crucial engulfing scenario we need to happen. So I feel like the market probably could tinker in this area maybe if it wants to, and then give us what we need. And ultimately, like you said, like we know, for us to even have a bullish engulfing scenario, we need two bearish candles.
That is a fact.
So we want the market to sell off.
Yep.
We want it. I mean, if it goes higher, cool. We want it to sell off and then give us that bullish engulfing. So all these pairs, this one probably prime for one. AJ, GJ, not ready. USD, not ready.
Not ready.
As far as the 4 hour, yeah, we got some time to wait. Daily, we don't know, but probably not ready. GJ is like it could be prime.
Yeah, that one's brewing. Yeah, but what I would want it to do is still sell down a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to sell out too. Kind of test these, trying to test this low some more. See if
because what you don't want to happen is for it to close engulfing on that body of that indecision candle.
Yeah,
and then
that's weak.
Yes, that is very weak.
That's very weak.
Yeah, stay away.
The only thing that would justify this if the daily closes up here.
Yes.
That's the only thing that would justify this. Or if the daily closes above this high. If we get a strong body engulfing.
Yeah, I would like that better. And even then, you will want to wait for your entry on a 1 hour or 4 hour.
Yeah, just to see some more structure and then hop in.
Yep.
But yeah, the GJ could be brewing, but still be patient. AJ is prime. All we need is a bullish engulfing, and we could probably hop in the buys. But I still would like for it to drop down into this area. That would be a sweeter buy. I feel like it came down there for a reason. And EJ is probably the best scenario, I would say, out of all of them for buys. Yep. Simple as that, folks.
That's how you break it down.
Well, we're gonna break it down.
Yeah, man, we're gonna probably get some more in depth in the future. But yeah, man, that was a nice quick way on how we can analyze different pairs like within minutes.
Yep.
So don't make it hard.
Once again, shout out to our beautiful sister on her birthday.
No need. Happy birthday.
Team Pips for your birthday.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, there will be a entry had.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if this 4 hour just happens to engulf, I have to see what it looks like in the morning. But that gap that it created today it'll easily fill it. So, yeah. But I'm not really tripping right now. Waking up early in the morning anyway, so we'll be ready for it. Shout out to my brother Six on that, man. Just
yeah, man. We about to just, better our lives, starting with the internal, whether it's spiritual, is health wise, is just positive vibrations, everything, all the above. You know, we're just trying to, you know, have that accountability between each other, and you know, everybody welcome to join
Yes.
type shit. You know, so we're just looking for increase all around in our life. You know where that's gonna come from. You know, like he mentioned in the morning is having that morning regimen or any kind of regimen, depending on however you work. You know,
That's a
me, for instance, I kind of work overnight, so I'll be doing the mornings too, but it's more say when I get off and you know you starting your day per se, but still in all we getting it in and gonna train our bodies, you know, to just move in a more efficient way,
Yep.
you know, versus how we've been. Even though we're pretty healthy, you know, we not no slouches or nothing per se or whatever, but it's still a ultimate type God level that we can tap into, you know. But it's a lifestyle change, and you need a partnership. You know, it's hard to do things on your own, so you need accountability and partnerships to really see it through. And if it's best to do it with like-minded people. So, bam, there you go.
That's a fact. Couldn't say it any better, man.
Mhm.
You know, like they say, health is wealth. So
Health as well.
overall, just focus on the base first, and then build off of that. You know, have that foundation,
Right.
like you said, that lifestyle. So, and I'm tracking everything, bro. I got me a planner. I'm tracking everything.
Nice, nice, nice.
But yeah, looking forward to it tomorrow. Be up at 6, and yeah, man, even got Panda in on it. So yeah,
Nice. Shout out to Panda,
you already know.
man. What time you probably gonna be like getting it in to like start work? Because I know when you wake up, the first thing you're doing is like fucking push-ups. Like I know you probably gonna maybe wake up, I don't know, brush your teeth, throw some water on your face, drink something. I don't know.
Yeah, but we also thinking about doing it at the gym. So when we wake up, we might
Dip
get
to the gym.
get ready real quick and head to the gym and just do our workout there, which is, which I'm down for it.
Nice, nice.
We can, because it's literally right up the street, where that Rouse's is at on Gym of the Gall.
Okay.
So yeah, be able to knock that out really quick and come back to the house, wash up, get ready, and dip. You know. Yeah, so we go test that out tomorrow, see how that works. But if not, on those days that I may wake up a little bit later, or just don't feel like going to the gym, then yeah, I'll do my, typical probably push-ups and maybe some dips and uh, squats and lunges or something like that.
You got any free weights at the house, or you gonna be doing mostly like?
I got two. I got 230. I got 230 dumbbells.
Okay, bet.
I have some other lightweight stuff that Amanda usually use, like a little, 7-pound kettlebell, 5-pound dumbbells.
Gotcha.
I got a 20-pound vest, weight vest. Sometimes I'll be putting that on.
Mm,
Um,
that's probably good to do sit-ups in.
I'll be doing everything in it, bros. But yeah, sit-ups, push-ups. I'll do push-ups until I can't go no more, and then I start doing push-ups on my knees until I can't go no more. Like,
Right.
that stuff be burning me out, boy. I feel like my chest
Man,
about to rip.
fact.
And,
Especially when you're really hitting them bitches.
mhm.
Right.
So yeah, man, just doing that, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't even front. Like, it's gonna be really, really good, man. Cause I know once I turn up though, it's like nigga be transforming like really, really quick. Like it ain't
Fact. Same here. Like, oh shit, I was working out just around the house and just did a little, 3 day in a row type stint. And you just automatically start noticing. I mean, of course, you ain't like just no drastic change, but all that like cut up shit and like just your muscular physique start popping back in
Yeah,
shape. Yeah, man. Once that muscle memory kick back in action, and you just boy, it's about to be crazy.
facts.
We just had another hour to close.
Oh, that's fucking golf too. That's nice. You got a sandwich.
Damn. What kind of sandwich is that?
That's just a regular sandwich. I mean, you got a bullish candle, the bearish didn't engulf it, and then the the next bullish candle. Yeah,
It really didn't engulf that bit. Or did it?
yeah.
That bitch, let me see.
Barely.
Where was the close? 6 7 6 7 8 open. 6 7 6 7 5. Oh no. Oh
So
no,
the
this is close. My bad. No close. No,
67.7. Yeah,
close.
67.7.
Close. Yeah,
67.7.
it did close above it.
Yep. Yeah, bro. That's a sandwich.
Look at that.
Now that's super, super, super advanced because it's not like, but yeah, no, that's a sandwich, bro. Now, granted, you can see what it's doing.
All right.
Like it ain't no major entry, but
That's crazy. It's just crazy looking at. I mean, I know it ain't gonna be precise to the T, but just looking at how the candles not actually, like this one closed here and it opened here. It's like it's crazy. That's your computer making that noise?
good noise.
Maybe not. It was like a blue type of noise. Like,
Oh no, no.
oh, okay. Probably was me. Probably that damn. I think that's that my FX book site.
Oh,
So the news just came out for Chinese yuan.
hmm.
Unemployment rate stayed the same. GDP growth rate dropped. The consensus was already below the previous, but it was way below. Industrial production year over year. This is still not good because it's under the previous, but it's over the consensus. So of course they will print it as it's good, which is not really good.
All right.
And this is really bad. Retail sales. Nobody is shopping in China. They said I'm keeping my money.
Yep.
That's what our retail sales need to be looking like. But
You
no,
ain't lying.
niggas out here like new Jordans, new movie, new restaurant.
Still.
Our retail sale. Okay, so that's our retail sales coming out on Tuesday. And it's at 2.3 and the consensus is 2.1. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what our actual is gonna be like.
Sure.
It should need to be 1.0. But yeah, man. I guess we're gonna wrap this one up. But overall, what's your ideas? Just looking at what would you want to happen? You had to roll a dice.
I want to get.
Let's gamble with the forex market.
Want to looking for buys. Looking for buys this week. Um, and I'm taking profit at 68.45. 68.40, 68.45. That's where I'm at for the week.
Taking profit at 68.45.
Yeah.
Sweet butter. I love that. Right here. I like that. What that look like on daily? Oh, okay. Okay. You're going for the high of last year. Or the high of the year, pretty much.
Yeah, 68.40, 68.45.
Yep, right
Out
there.
of there. I'm out of there. We got clean traffic on the daily to that area. So, why not? Yeah, we got those wicks, but if we break it good with volume, then yeah, we should be able to get 68.40.
Yeah.
And yep, simple as that. Yeah, we shall see what happens after that. But yeah, for this week, I still like bullish movement to keep on going.
Same here. I agree.
Yes, sir.
We get this 4 hour to close in our favor, we will be golden for that.
Yep. Yep,
Everything
that could be a
else on.
trade for the week if it works out. But yeah, do that. Let that one run, and then get a fire entry with UJ with interest rates happening.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it'd be another really good week. Thursday had to wait last week all week until Thursday, um, which was good. Learn patience, and then hopefully we should be able to get some more of that retest from the news entries, and uh, kind of get some, be sitting in these trades for a good minute. So, yep.
Hmm.
Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Creep back up.
All right.
Consolidation. All right, man. Well, we gonna like I said, we're gonna tap in for multiple things in the morning. Make sure we on our due diligence and see what these markets looking like.
Yep. Yes, sir. You on a roll tonight?
I usually am off, but I got some custom bills is always there, so I'm probably gonna hit some hours tonight
Okay.
and just be ready for that morning.
For sure. Well, yeah, man. If you don't hear anything from me by like 6:30, hit me up.
All right, I got you.
That's a fact, man. But yeah, holla at me, brother.
All right, bet.
Peace.
Peace, peace.
Make it easy, ladies and gentlemen. Make it easy.
Look at the 4 hour. It's too easy.
And I'm done. Let's have a great week.
All right, man. Peace up.
Peace.